Hey, it's Mike the Hammer Tackett, and this is a video that I think you really need to watch. Not just because I'm doing. Any video that has this type of message. That 24 Evil Justin 24 did one. Watch it. I'll put the link below to it. If you haven't seen it, you need to. We need to take this country back. A dictatorship has been formed in this country by people like Scott Walker and Rick Snyder and the other rest of the GOP. And our president has sat back and done nothing. The best way to really cause change is not to just vote in Democrats and then vote in Republicans. The best way to cause change is to vote them out, and I don't mean the Democrats or Republicans, I mean both of them. When Justin said instead of watching Jersey Shore or something like that, get educated. Read information. Read a book. Read real history. Chomsky, Klein, George Orwell, all the rest of these brilliant people I could name. Please, if you're going to read a news magazine, read The Nation. This can't keep going. Before 1982, before Greenspan joined, he was in the Federal Reserve in the 70s, but he took over in the mid-80s as the head of the Federal Reserve. What him and Ronald Reagan did before the mid-80s, before Greenspan took over, the average CEO made only 43% more than what the blue-collar workers did. As of today, that number is over 500%. Their wages have gone way up while the lower income people's wages have stagnated. The prices of food has went up. And yet the salaries of the working class has not caught up. That is what is hurting. Not a spending problem, which the right-wing media manufactured. And it's your fault, America. Your fault. For reading the National Enquirer. I'm not saying that I wasn't guilty of this when I was younger. So, I was ashamed of myself. Why do you think I'm doing this now? I've been like this for the last 5 or 6 years, but when I was younger, I was just like you. It was video games and just sitting around, goofing around with people. While when you move and you start to see things, and you start to see people suffering, I started to ask myself, why? And then you start to see why. You start to learn why. As one of my favorite authors, Noam Chomsky, said, and I know I've said this line before, but I'll say it again. This is what I think about the media. I'll get back on track. I'm sorry, I just have to get this rant over with. When something bad happens, do not trust the media. Trust your common sense. One of the most brilliant lines I've ever heard. Now, something really bad has happened. We struck an agreement that John the Orange, cigarette puff face, got 98% of what he wanted. And I know we won't start to see these entitlement cuts until after 2012. So in 2012, we're going to have to vote. If you don't vote, it's your fault. If you're not educated on who to vote for, it's your fault. Hey, I admit I voted for the Democrats. But if the Democrats are not... Hey, if there's a good Democrat who's really good, like before he got pushed out, Anthony Weiner or Bernie Sanders or Debbie Wasserman Schultz, and all these other people, I can name some few more people who genuinely are good left-wing progressives, democratic socialists basically, you can trust those people. You can vote for them. But you're like, oh, I have to do so much research. Boo-hoo. I'm sorry, but not every, watch on YouTube. When you go on YouTube, and I don't say that I don't watch a music video. I do. I've watched some music videos of Johnny Cash and other people who I like, and movie trailers. But the majority of the stuff I watch on YouTube is Noam Chomsky. I've even watched people who I don't really particularly care for, like Milton Friedman now, and Rothbard. Rothbard's okay, but Hayek and them, just to do research on them to learn what they thought. Watch educational videos. You can learn, watch them. And don't just, I don't even want you to, I want you to trust me because I think I've earned a lot of trust from people. But if you're even having a little bit of doubt, read up on what I'm saying. And especially go to Britannica, please, because that is an encyclopedia website, basically. That is not, you can't write in it like you can Wikipedia. I used to go to Wikipedia, sue me, okay? But I don't now, because anyone can write in it. It is up to us, America. When there are children starving, when there are sick people dying without health insurance, if you don't do nothing, if you don't get involved, if you don't fight, it's your fault. We have this wonderful medium called the internet. Use it! Go to Twitter, go to Facebook, go to MySpace, go to Google+, go to YouTube. Let your voice be heard, get involved. Let Boner, let Cantor, let Obama, let McConnell, Reid, Pelosi, let them all know what you think. Let them know that they just cannot drown our voices out. That we are America. We are the people. People like my brother Sean and everybody who works for less than what they should be getting. They're the ones who work, not the dang bosses who sit on their butt and just calculate numbers and stuff. They're nothing. The workers are the one who make the product. They're the ones who make the products. They make the country go. It's up to you. Just like, I gotta say this really quick. Wisconsin, you are being lied to. There are the Koch brothers are sending out flyers saying that the recall elections are August 11th. They're sending them to Democratic voters. They're August the 9th. So screw you, Koch brothers. And screw you to the GOP because you guys are nothing but louse pieces of garbage. And screw you to the Democratic Party for not fighting for your principles. Or are you just corporate butt kissers, just like them, only in a different letter of a name, same suit, right? Bernie Sanders thinking about running for president in 2012. I'll get a petition for that man to run. I'm not voting for Obama right now. I'm not. I can't after what he's done. But you know what, America? In 2010, you helped cause this. You voted Republicans in because you were like, ooh, I'm so mad. And you know what? Voting Democrats in, I would rather have the Democrats in, I would. But the fact of the matter is, if the Democrats are not going to fight, look up people. Look them up. See what their values are. See what they believe. You'll find things. And that's what they don't want. They don't want you to break the two-party system because basically that's what they want. They want us to stay in a rut. It's up to you, America. Either fight, get out, protest, get angry, yell at the top of your lungs, and put the garbity goop aside. Or we're doomed. But I like to think that there are people like Evil Justin and myself and others, my brother Sean, Lisa, Shannon, Albert. We've had enough. It's time for the real America to rise up and kick the fascist to the curb. Good night.